Hello, this is MattiAce, and I recently uploaded a video about this weapon called TAR. It's one of the medic weapons for close mid-range engagements. Now, in this video I'm going to show you a little bit of what the spray pattern looks like and how you can control the recoil and the spread, mostly while aiming down sight. This is quite tricky with the TAR. It is mainly a hip-fire type weapon that benefits a lot from using the laser dot or even the advanced laser dot that is one of the options for your barrel attachments. So I'm down in this little area in VR. Just want to show you what the spray pattern looks like if you do not recoil compensate at all. First one was with aim down sight, and I'm going to show you a little bit of hip fire. Now the first time I hip fired here I made a bit of mistake. I actually did recoil compensate a tiny bit there, so I'm going to show you again, and the second time I'm not recoil compensating at all. So as you can tell, it takes a bit of control to make your shots land, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what it can look like once you figure that out. So depending on the range of your target and depending on what weapon you have to recoil compensate a different amount. And because of all the different varieties of this, there are a lot of different styles and preferences for recoil and spread compensation. If you get this kind of spray pattern that you saw here, a lot of the bullets end up a bit above the head. You may want to put your crosshair on the chest of your opponent, and that way you don't have to change the way you recoil compensate. Instead, your bullets are going to end up giving you headshots anyway. Basically, this is one of the oldest tricks there is. You aim for the torso and the recoil gives you the headshot. This is something that I've done quite a lot in the past, and being that I'm a very conservative player, I don't want to change that up that much. Problem with Planetside 2 is that the weapons have much less recoil than I'm used to, so by reflex I recoil compensate a little bit too much, and normally I keep my aim on the upper body rather than getting the headshots. That is if I can keep my aim on the target at all. So now I am a so-called low sense player. I have a 800 DPI mouse, or that's what it's set to at the moment, and I need to move my hand about 40 centimeters in order to turn a full circle or 360 degrees. Of course, there is a massive difference playing on the live server compared to when you're shooting dummies in VR. In a first-person shooter, everything happens fast, and the way you adjust your aim and the way you control recoil and spread has to be based on reflexes. Now you have to build these reflexes up by figuring out what works for you, what feels comfortable, what feels good, and what you experience as giving you the best result. And once you're playing, you shouldn't have to think about it, it should just come natural. So I know that there is a lot of players that would prefer to hipfire much more than I do, or at least more than what I show you in this video, because I actually do hipfire quite a lot with all the weapons. Now one of the things that I found to be quite important in a battle similar to what you see here is that you constantly keep moving. Now in this gameplay I missed a couple of revives that I should have taken. Other times I have tried to revive in situations where I should have had my gun out and that way gotten myself killed. Situational awareness is of course key, but many times there are just so many things happening that you just can't possibly calculate for. Now hopefully in the near future I'll be able to cover hip fire a little bit more. Maybe I'll even put the laser dot sight on this weapon. I'm not really sure yet. But I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and I hope it was helpful. Be interested in all your feedback and your own experiences with this weapon, and any other tips you can give me are of course always welcome. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and bye for now.